wasn't going to jump on here tonight. I was actually going to record this message tomorrow. But it was in my heart to jump on here and do a message tonight. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm feeling a lot of different emotions because tonight, I guess you all may know, it's the lunar moon, it's the super full moon. So my emotions are like, I went out riding tonight. I had to go to town and my kids did. I wasn't planning on going to town, but we did. And I was kind of glad that we did, you guys. It was a really nice evening, but the moon was just huge. It was big. It was so huge, and a lot of emotions come up for me. And I'm sure y'all probably are feeling the same way. But I'm feeling the sense that you buried what was false so that you can crown what is true. I feel like the major feeling right now for the collective is walking away from people and places and certain relationships that don't serve you anymore. Things that had a big hold on you. But what you didn't realize back then, which you know now, is that those relationships, those karmic relationships, were slowly but surely draining you. What once drained you back then is now fueling you. So many people tried to spin a false image of you for years. However, the smear campaign can't survive when your fruit speaks louder than your fiction. Let me say that again. They spin a false image of you for years. However, the smear campaign can't survive when your fruit speaks louder than their fiction. You are done with certain situations, certain people that held you back. And it could have been a specific person. 7-Eleven on the clock. It's actually 7-Eleven right now where I'm at. You could have felt a very special connection with a particular person. It could have been a very deep connection. I'm not going to say that this relationship was karmic. It could have very well been karmic. But it was like a part of you was like it was draining you, slowly but surely. And when you decided to walk away from this person, they thought like the audacity that you had. Like, how could you walk away from me? You all know who this person is. It doesn't have to be just one person. It can be a group of people, an old friend group that you are no longer associating yourself with, that took it personally because you tried to better yourself. So they tried to spin a web of lies about you to make people believe that you were something that you wasn't. And in a way, for a while, because maybe in a while we've all been karmic, we've all had to start somewhere, maybe people did believe that, the web they were spinning, but it's like you got out of that loop. You got out of that cycle. You finally, it's like God lifted the scales from your eyes and showed you the truth about a certain person or a certain situation. Because you could be a very giving person, a very loving person, somebody that's constantly wanting to give to people. And when you walk in or run into a narcissist, like an empath versus a narcissist kind of vibe is what I'm getting. It's like somebody ran with it. You gave an inch and this person ran with that. They wanted to take you for everything you had, baby. My loves, my baby cakes. They wanted to take you for everything you had. There is a divine blue power that is being activated right now as we speak. And this blue divine power, this divine shield, this like a divine blue activation is taking place. Your throat chakra is on fire right now. You are speaking so much truth, and it is burying what was false so that you can crown what is true. You are showing who you truly are now. You are walking with God. You are letting God go before you. You're letting God handle this. And there could have been somebody in your energy that thought you were fake. They thought that, in front of people you act a certain way, but behind closed doors you were doing something very dark, malicious to get what you have right now, to show the fruits. Because somebody didn't, as we said, they spin a false image of you for years. However, the smear campaign cannot survive when your fruit speaks louder than their fiction. So somebody thought that you were doing something bad to be receiving the fruit that you are, that you're not really who you say you are, but you are. And this person is realizing that now, or this group of people. They looked into you. They were stalking you. gang stalking you, but these people are finally realizing and seeing that you walk the walk and you talk the talk. And that divine blue power is being activated. The heaven and God are, as we speak, placing this shield of God's peace around you. No one or nothing can come and break that shield of peace for you. You have so much peace around you right now. It's such a beautiful blessing. Your energy is so beautiful right now. I can feel it. It is like a shield that the divine, that God has placed around you right now, because you are rebuking things out of your energy. When you feel something, you know something's not right, you immediately go to God. Because you know that Jesus gave you the authority to rebuke this stuff out. Jesus done paid the price. We've already won the battle. That's what the enemy doesn't want you to see. They want you to forget that the divine, that light, that God has already won this battle. There is no situation where they win out of this. But the devil tries to get in your mind to make you think that you're losing or that you're going to lose. It's a lie that the devil tries to put in chosen ones, to put in believers in Christ, that we're going to fail when you're not. Yes, they may slow you down. Yes, they may cause delays. But the divine sets those delays, those setbacks up for a reason. Because in a way, you may have thought that it was the devil and it could have been the devil that set you back. But God's going to turn that setback around and change it into a blessing, because there was something not right for you to step into just yet. There was something that you needed to be protected from. That's what the devil doesn't realize, is that everything that they are orchestrating, the divine is already 10 steps ahead of them. And when it comes to your destiny, to you getting your destiny, to you walking into your path, to staying on your path, the divine's going to keep you on the path. You just have to trust and believe and remain present. And don't worry about when you're going to get there or when you're going to get the results to whatever it is. Just being happy in the here and now and knowing that God's got you, and actually looking at this like acting as if you're already living in your dream life, like you're already there. And just being grateful. Gratitude is such a beautiful thing to have right now, especially with this full moon that we're having. It's going to activate so much for you. Just being grateful for where you're at, absorbing God's peace, being thankful that you have this peace. Being thankful that you have this peace that nothing or no one can take away from you. The enemy will try, but you have to stand on that authority. Remember who you are. Do not forget whose child you are. Do not forget whose child you are. I don't know who I'm talking to, but don't forget whose child you are. Whether you are a man or a woman, you are a child of the Most High God, and He has got you, baby. I don't know who I'm talking to, because there was definitely some heavy spiritual attacks that was coming to you. I promise you, they ain't wanting to mess with you no more. Whatever they were doing, something awful happened when they lit that candle, when they gave that offering, that altar to them demons, or whatever they was doing. I promise you, something happened. The candle glowed over, it burnt the altar down. God is there. And it is so crazy to me how you have all these people out here doing this mess and worshiping these demons and giving these offerings to these demons, but yet they believe in that, but they don't believe in God. Like, how are you going to believe in that, but not believe in God and not believe that He is in control? You are making believers right now of people that have been a very dark soul. Very dark souls are now looking at you and saying, you know what? I don't want to mess with that chosen one. God is with that person. That truly is God. They touched the wrong one. They touched the wrong one, because Jesus' garment has been wrapped around you, the garment of divine healing. Your body is healing. Somebody could have been definitely having a lot of health attacks. Somebody could have been trying to attack your health. You could have been sick. There was some major attacks going on in your health. That's going to clear up, or you already are in the clearing. And we're about out of time here because I'm doing this on TikTok. This is my first TikTok video. But Jesus' garment, that was also another thing I was getting with this divine blue power that's being activated within you at this time. Jesus has already placed a garment around you. The blue represents Jesus' garment of divine healing. God is restoring your lost glory, my love. God is restoring your lost glory. And you know why? Because you chose to bury what was false so that you could crown what is true. That is why God is restoring this for you. Even though it was hard, even though you walked away from people that you loved, you cared about, the soul tie